Well, I said I wouldn't leave YouTube, but I'm going to have to. They're not going to allow me to continue to make videos on that channel. They will completely take me down if I continue to speak the truth. So I'm going to be switching over to Rumble. If you want to follow me, I'll leave a link in the description below. And there's so many interesting things that we need to try and figure out. And the only way to do it is if we think for ourselves. We can't rely on some outside source such as a Q or something like that. We're going to have to really focus on what is happening and try to figure it out. Once we figure it out, then it'll help us a little bit, help us quite a bit actually, because we won't keep falling for the same old next crisis or however it's going to work out. For example, I tried to explain to somebody that immunity, we each have our immune systems, our individual immune systems, but immunity is an interaction between different people. So if we all separate away from each other and we weaken our immunity, then we will weaken our immune systems in the end. And if a real virus comes out, then we'll all be wiped out. That's how immunity actually works. What we're being forced to do by all of us socially distancing is that we are weakening our individual immune systems. Now, back when everybody shook hands and hugged and did all this stuff, I already socially distanced. I didn't know that was a word for it, but that's how I've always lived, But I still shake hands, but I don't get out into crowds a whole lot, do things like that. I tend to stay to myself. I don't touch a doorknob if I think a lot of people have touched a doorknob. Those types of things will keep me healthy in a population where the immunity is high, because the interaction is high. If you have a high interaction, then my immunity will be good and healthy, and I won't get as sick as most people. Now, but if we all do that, if everybody becomes like me and socially distances already, and even more so by not shaking hands and things like that, then we're setting ourselves up for a real crisis where maybe half the population is going to die. It's going to be very interesting what the result of these reactions to this fake and phony have been.